Congratulations, Chris, on qualifying for the finals of the first edition of DP World ILT20. Brilliant knock again. You guys looked confident. Little jitters from the first match, but all's well now for the finals. So, how does it feel like, and what's the strategy going to be out there? You guys played some really attacking cricket right from the beginning, and must have been a little disappointed to not end the match a little earlier, maybe, or it was.
Look, it's yeah. Thank you first and foremost. I think it's all part of the script. Look, we didn't play, as you said, we didn't play our best cricket against the Vipers in the first semi-final, but there's a method to our madness. We needed to get a couple of kinks out, and we did that tonight. I still believe we didn't. We're still with 10% off with the ball in the field and with the bat. As you said, we could have finished a lot earlier, a little bit more polished performance. But as I said, it's all part of the script. We're saving it up for the final come Sunday night. But yeah, we can take a lot out of tonight. I think, even our balance of our lineup, Case Ahmed, I know he got whacked for a couple of sixes, but he was outstanding with the ball, creating opportunities. And where we can be a little bit more polished is just take those chances. And, we've got a couple of big game players in our lineup that are comfortable, playing finals cricket. And we're going to take that, full confidence going into Sunday night.
Chris, congratulations. After this comprehensive win, do you think now you are favourite to clinch this trophy?
I don't want the favourites tag, that's for sure. No, I think the team that gets there first definitely deserves the favourites. The Vipers have probably been the form team of the competition throughout. We had a couple of rained out games, so that's probably a little bit of the reason why we finished first. But yeah, look, they're a quality outfit. They've got pace, they've got quality spin, they've got a strong batting lineup. So we're going to have to match them, player for player. James Vince is on fire, Alex Hales is on fire, so that's going to be a great matchup. And then Case Ahmed has only just played, a couple of games against Hasaranga, so there's another great matchup. So from a player's point of view, we just got to try and slow everything down. We know the boys are going to get excited. The local Vikes, they haven't played in front of a big crowd like this before. So for us, it's all about taking a deep breath in, taking a step back and soaking it all up, trying to use our experience. We've got a lot of players in our lineup that played a lot of cricket, so we've got to try and, share that amongst the group. And the young fellas can ride the wave of the back of our confidence and back of someone like James Vince, who you saw tonight how fantastic he was, and someone like Chris Jordan with the ball. That calming influence is so crucial in big games. I know Kyron Pollard, they didn't win tonight, but you could see his game management. He tried to slow the game. I think they had 3 timeouts tonight. Things like that, their game management, slow the game down when you need to, fasten the game up when you need to. So we've got to be, our cricket IQ as such has got to be, to the next level to try and beat this Vipers outfit.
Chris, hi, this is Karishma. Just a word on the league that you're playing in, and what sort of a difference does it make playing in leagues like this, especially for players who get a platform to show their potential, which maybe they do not get otherwise?
Yeah, I think I've played in a lot of leagues around the world, and a lot of the times the first year of the league is, there are some difficulties, there are some issues, some teething issues, but I found this has been really, really smooth. I can't thank the Adani Sportsline Group. I can only speak for our franchise, and they've been absolutely phenomenal. We've got, we've got a great coaching staff, our support staff, the behind-the-scenes crew, the social media team. They've been outstanding. So I've got to congratulate them, and that's probably a big part of our success as well. They love keeping the players happy. Keep players happy off the field, on field will take care of itself, as I've always said. But and a big one for me is growing the game of cricket. We haven't had huge crowds here, but as the tournament's gone on, we've seen them build and build and build, and hopefully we get a big crowd in on Sunday night. But not only growing the crowd, the game in the UAE, the local players. Ayan's, he's bowled the house down, Sachin as well, and these guys are just having so much fun around the group, and that's really rewarding for someone like myself.
Hi Chris, Rohit from Sports Harry. I just want to ask you, last time around, happy memories for you last time around when you played Desert Vipers. You, I think, struck some 71 runs, which admire. So was that give you a certain kind of confidence going into this big game, knowing that you guys have played them really well in the tournament? Specifically, you're talking about the matchups also, but Was that giving you any kind of confidence?
Yeah, it's currently sitting 2-1. We've had 2 wins against them. They beat us in the last game, so we've actually got a point to prove. It's all well and good to beat them in the round robin games, but they've beat us in the semi-final. So we've got to come back. It's our turn to throw the next punch as such. But as I said, we know they're a quality outfit. We've just got to control the controllables. We do that. We'll go a long way to winning the game. There's T20 cricket. I know it's short, but it's an absolute roller coaster. We're bowling really well. We dropped a couple of catches. Mumbai got momentum, and then we get momentum with the bat. They get a couple of wickets. So if we just hold our nerve, and I like saying the team that panics last will go a long way to winning the game. Thank you.
Chris, can I just ask you a little bit about James Vince? He looks so unflappable all the time.
Yep.
Occasional arm movement here, arm movement there. Obviously taking some up-close advice from senior players, but I mean, is he really like that? Is he as calm all the time, or is it internalized?
Yeah, he is. I can't even get him to have a beer with me. No, but a big thing about Vincey is because the golf giants, they plan so well. So you don't have to wave your arms around or get flustered when you're out in the field. Because we plan so well, stick to plan A. If plan A is not working, go to plan B. You've got to have plans, otherwise you will see a flustered James Vince or the bowler. But credit's got to go to Andy Flower and the team there for preparing the guys as best they can, giving us the access and the information, and that's it transfers onto the field, and that's why we're so calm. It's all about, you don't have to think because you already planned. Then it's all about execution. I can tell you when you bat with him, he makes it look so easy, but there's some days where you can't hit the ball. He said the other night, he goes, "It felt like I haven't batted in 10 years." And he was going to run a ball 20, but beauty of that is he doesn't let anyone else know about it. Everyone has good and bad days off the field, but he doesn't take that onto the field, which is great to see. And as you mentioned, he doesn't get flustered at all. So it's a great sign of a good captain. And another thing is he's a big game player. I've got to watch him over the Big Bash the last couple of years, and his scores in the semi-finals and finals have been, big numbers. So that's going to give him great confidence going into Sunday night.
Chris, you lost on the 8th. Did that give you guys a lot of extra motivation going in on Sunday? And is the pressure on the Vipers because they won?
I guess so. They got to the finals. They've had a couple of days off. They've had the easy way as such. Our guys love playing cricket, so we don't mind doing it the hard way, and it's even more sweet if you do get over the line. As I mentioned before, we had a few little creaks in our batting and bowling, but you actually have to lose a game to learn from that. But 2 quality lineups. I wouldn't say one team's favourites or the other, but it's all about your match awareness. We don't know what wicket we're playing on at the moment, so let's just use our cricket IQ. If we can get Hales early, if they get Vince early, you never know. As I said, it's going to be a roller coaster. So, hopefully all of Dubai can tune in. I know the numbers have been good in the broadcast, but come Sunday night, it's going to be exceptional. But mate, it's so much fun. I've absolutely loved the last couple of weeks. I missed the first couple of games, so I was filthy at that. But the roller coaster that it's been throughout the tournament. I mean, we had 2 washouts in Dubai. Who would have thought we're having 2 washouts in Dubai? But for us, it was great. Our players could freshen up midway through the tournament, and I think we're seeing the rewards now. So, watch this space come Sunday.
Hi, Chris. So the Giants played Rashid Khan very well today. Did you guys have a specific plan to tackle him in the middle today?
Yeah, we found him very similar to Hasaranga. We played with a straight bat. We found the sweep work for us, works against Rashid Khan really well. Just looking at a bit of footage, and that's what we talk about, preparing well and utilising our strengths, but also the discipline to back his strengths. We saw Colin de Grandhomme hit a marvellous 6 over wide mid-wicket slog sweep. He was telling himself, do it again, but then wanted to just get through the over, come unstuck with that nice wrong-un from Rash. But it's just all about holding your discipline and sticking to your plan. It's all well and good to plan, but if you go away for it for 1 ball, 2 balls, then what's the point of planning? Because that actually hurts more when you get out. So we've found a method there that worked tonight. The wicket might be a little bit different. It mightn't spin come Sunday, so we're going to have to plan well again, and the best players adapt out in the middle. We found that. Andy Flower before the game, I asked him, I said, what's a par score on this wicket? And he said, mate, I don't know, because you might get off to a flyer, you might get off to a stinker and lose a couple of wickets. So you've got to adapt on the run, and the best players in the world do that. And hopefully, the man of the match can be in our change room on Sunday.